How's it going, gamers? So today I made my very own deck, which is something I really haven't done in a while, and I made a deck that I thought would be good against the meta. Now, usually when I do make decks, I think, okay, what's currently the best in the meta? In my opinion, right now, there's a lot of Evo Piggies. There's tons of different things where Lightning gets lots of value, like Furnaces, Mother Witches, Wizards, in the meta kind of everywhere. Elite Barbarians, also Lightning is pretty good against. And I thought Ram Rider plus the Lightning combination is kind of a solid combination to guarantee that you're going to get damage. Pretty much at any point. I also put in bats for that cheap, annoying factor of you have to respond to them. I don't know, I made this deck and I thought it was kind of decent. I also did include, of course, the Broken Hero Valk, because you gotta have Hero Valk when you are going up against these spammy type of decks and players, or you do run into bad situations. So he goes for the E-Barb's other lane. I don't think that was a good play. I'm just gonna go bats on top of that. I also thought 2 Elixir for bats is just gonna be really good against stuff that is, you know, spamming the bridge pretty much 10 Elixir at the river, because it's going to force them to spend everything on 0. Even right there, he had to go for that zap, and he couldn't really support his push with anything else, and we end up taking literally 0 damage. So look how calm and peaceful the map looks right now. No damage taken, a minute and 15 seconds in. That's kind of cool, actually. I feel like that rarely happens. At least you get a connection with spells or something at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and drop down my log on top of the furnace right here. But yeah, I think it was a decent deck. I also wanted to keep the cycle a bit cheap with the Electro Spirit, so I can, you know, get back around to other things like Furnaces, Valkyries, Bats, that type of vibe. Now, if he does ability, I could be in some trouble. He does. Okay, this is a bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. I don't even know what to say. The Berserker was buffed by the Rune Giant right there, and it just got 1,500, or I guess 1,300 damage, and then the Fire Spirit also connected. That was definitely pretty rage bait, but it's all good. It's still fine right here. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Ram Rider. Actually, yeah, I'm going to Ram Rider on this left-hand side with an Electro Spirit too, just to support it in case he plays something on top, like those E-Barbs. My Ram Rider should get through. Yes, sir. I'm going to go Evo Bats on top of these E-Barbs. He might zap, but yes, he actually was hovering it, so well played. I was going to say if he doesn't zap quickly enough, the Bats would actually survive in that situation. So a bit of a sloppy start to this game. I got to lock in. This is my first couple of games. I played a few warm-up games trying to change around my deck and test out which version I'd like most, but this is pretty much one of my first couple games. So I'm going to use the Valk ability. He actually does not defend that. I thought he would, so I'm kind of surprised. I guess I'll just log and then Lightning on top of the Rune Giant, the E-Barbs, and the Dark Prince. Wow, look at that defense right there. That is exactly why Lightning is huge and super important, because the amount of value that I just got, nothing else really could have replaced that besides maybe a Rocket, but even a Rocket wouldn't have killed the Dark Prince, right? So Lightning was the best case scenario right there. Just going to go Cannon Valkyrie on top of this right now. He doesn't really, like, build pushes. He's just kind of smashing a huge amount of Elixir at the river. Now, this is going to force him to probably E-Barbs on top of the Ram Rider if I had to make a prediction. Yes, indeed. I'm not going to force... Actually, is that going to connect? That might. No, I was hoping it might, but unfortunately not the case. I'm just going to go log like this right here. He just zapped, so I'm going to go Valk up top right now on top of that E-Barb. And this is the problem, in my opinion, with decks like his, where you don't have a win condition. Like, what do you do in these situations? Because I've got lockdown defense with Valkyrie Lightning. He's never breaking through that. That's game. Okay, up against Stee 2.6 in this next match right here. Gee, I wonder what Stee is using. That rhymes as well. That's kind of funny. But I'm expecting probably the traditional type of aggressive single elixir gameplay from Hog 2.6. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Obviously, 2.6 the most common deck of all time, I would say. And it's going to be kind of interesting to see if I can keep up with the cycle, because he will probably outcycle my Cannon very easily. But we do have Ram Rider, and Ram Rider is a decent counter to Hog Rider. I'm going to go for the Furnace to back left. Don't want to give him fireball value on the lane he's going towards. Of course, he could still fireball if he wants to on that Furnace every time, but it's going to be come down to our Lightning, I think, in this matchup a lot more than you'd think. Let's go Ram Rider here. He's probably going to go for a Hog soon, which is going to be annoying, but at least my Ram Rider should get a connection here, I think. Yes, let's go. He's probably going to go for the Hog in front of the Musketeer if I had to make a prediction here on this situation. He actually does not. He lets it go, so I'm going to go for the Bats early on. I don't think he'll turret as well. A lot of people actually using Hero Musketeer recently. I'm not sure what the reason is for that, but I've seen it definitely come back into the meta a lot more recently. But I got the Valk in the back. Is he going to go for the Hog Rider at all, or is he going to wait? He's going to wait, which is interesting. He goes Hog in the back on the other lane. The Ice Spirit actually did jump, unfortunately, for me. So I'm going to go for the Ram Rider plus the Furnace on this Hog right here. That should actually full counter that, I think, with the Snare, or am I wrong about that? It's going to be close. I think it does full counter, yes. I'm going to go for the log to kill the cannon a bit faster. And then as soon as this Ice Golem dies, I'm going to pop my Valkyrie ability. Come on, can we cheese him, please? No, he's back to another hog, which is absolutely crazy in this situation. But him spinning that hog left him with no elixir, and that furnace went crazy on that left-hand lane. So Ice Golem's going to come down, I would assume. Yep, there it is. And honestly, not a bad start overall. We have a 500 damage lead. I've got cannon back in rotation. If he does go for the Hog Rider, he also had to burn another 1 elixir, which I know it's 1 elixir, but 1 elixir is still an elixir. So we'll take that every time that we do, force out that. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down another Valk to back like this. I don't think, have I played my Lightning? I don't think I have yet, so he doesn't know my big spell, which I could definitely use to my advantage. So I could Lightning that Musketeer. It's tempting, I'm not going to lie, but I'm just going to go for the log for now and then pop the ability to kill the Muskie, hopefully. Beautiful ability. That's so much value. Let's go. Since we got that value, I'm going to go for this and then just cannon the center of the map right there to kill the Hog Rider. Okay, perfect. He also messes up his cannon, which is a big mistake right there. My Ram Rider and my Furnace are going to connect on that left-hand lane. No, they're not. The Furnace does not, but the Ram Rider sure does. I can go bats on top of this Musketeer as well. And honestly, things are going really perfect right now. Nothing could have gone better than this start. So I'm going to go for the Ram Rider once more. I'm going to go for the Prediction Lightning this time. Try and get the cannon. And here we do get the cannon. Get it? Oh, beautiful. And he just used his Ice Spirit too. So I'm going to pre-log the Skellies potentially. Okay, it didn't Skellies. He goes for the last second Fireball, but the Ram Rider still gets the charge. And what a perfect start to this game. Down to 1281. As long as I don't do anything really dumb from this point, I feel pretty comfortable. Since he already fireballed, I can go for the Furnace to back to make sure we can defend. So I'm going to go for the Cannon low, Valkyrie on top of the Musketeer. This is honestly a perfect situation because every time he goes Muskie at the bridge, it's not getting any value because my Valk is there to just destroy it. So I'm going to go for the Lightning Cycle at this point in the match. Even if this leads to me taking a bit of damage, it doesn't really matter that much, I guess, because we have such a huge lead. So, oh, that was well played by him. I'm not going to lie. I did not expect the Evo Cannon to kill my bats. That was smart. Now he's going to get a couple hog hits because of that, I guess. Only one, thankfully, for me, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. He's going to go for another hog, so I'm just going to pre-fire with my Valk, or with my Ram Rider, and then go Valk on top last seconds. And hopefully this isn't too much damage. Now he does Fireball. Dude, I keep getting the worst timing ever with my troops. He put a Fireball down right as I Electro Spirited. That's quite unlucky. But yeah, like I said, the damage doesn't really matter because all we need to win this match is 2 lightning. So I'm going to take 1 right here on top of that Ice Golem, and of course, we should be completely chilling from this point on. Now, here comes the Hog, so I'm going to pre-fire with my bats. No, he does not go for the Hog Rider, at least not yet, which is interesting. So I'll just go for a cannon centrally and then an Electro Spear like this. We can go log plus lightning, and that is going to be game over. Nice win right there against 2.6 Hog. Played that one pretty well, I think. Okay, here we go in our next match against Mellow, and this next one, just going to cycle my bats in the back and see what is up. Heal Spirit makes me think 3 Musketeers every time I see that card now, just because I have been seeing it so much this season. I don't know why 3M is popular again, but maybe it's just I'm facing the specific people. I feel like sometimes a deck isn't that popular, but Clash will match you against that deck multiple times in a row randomly. Does that happen to anyone else? I feel like that is very consistently happening to me, at least in the last couple of weeks when I've been playing. But Mother Witch comes down plus a Rune Giant. Oh my goodness, dude. I still can't believe Rune Giant's like in the meta. It's just a card that is such a gimmick for this game. It's kind of, it reminds me of Goblin Machine in a way in that aspect, but you're gonna go lightning on top of this Mother Witch plus the E-Barbs, and that was quite bad, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was expecting my lightning to kill the Mother Witch, so I kind of did a bad Electro Spirit right there, but unfortunately it got blocked by that one Piggy, which had more health than the Mother Witch. Also, have you guys been playing the Chaos Mode Global Tournament? It just came out today. I played that for a while. It was pretty fun. And I definitely think I'm going to make a video on it tomorrow because it's honestly really enjoyable. And I'm not the best Mega Draft player ever. I definitely think that it can take a long time. But with Chaos Mode, it's a little bit more fun, in my opinion. It definitely adds a spicy aspect where it's like, okay, you've got to think about the modifiers all at once, which causes a lot more mayhem, I guess, which is the whole point of Chaos in general. But I'm going to go ahead and drop a lightning on this Berserker. Oh, I did not know he had Zap. That's really bad. He's going to E-Barbs the bridge. I'm dead 100% if he goes for the E-Barbs. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, that was a bad lightning, but I honestly didn't know he had Zap, so as soon as he zapped my bats, I was just kind of cooked. Let's go bats on this. It's going to take like the entire, no, it's literally going to take the entire tower. Wow. So just like that, and E-Barbs at the bridge, I was down like, what, 3 elixir, and that is immediately tower down. But that's okay. I think we can still come back. Don't give up hope, even though we have a bad situation right here. I can see how we definitely could come back if I just play well from this point on and just get good value with my Valk and stuff. So We'll see what he does. So he goes for the Fireball on top of that. A little bit unfortunate that he does have the Fireball Zap to kill my Furnace, but all things considered, it's okay because we do have the Bats as well. I'm going to go ahead and pop my ability plus Ram Rider like this. That's a bad Berserker placement because my Valkyrie just went crazy. I'm going to go Log as well. We get a nice Ram Rider connection here, maybe even 2 if I'm lucky. Yes, indeed, we do get 2, so not bad. 36 seconds. We have to take the whole tower in 30 seconds. How do we do this? I'm going to go early Furnace, take our time, no rush here. We know he's going to have, you know... Oh, wait a minute. That was not the best Rune Giant, I don't think. He's going to go Berserker to block this, right? I would assume. No, he's not. What is he doing? Wait, that's a huge cell. That's a massive cell because my Valkyrie's just going to take tower, and that's going to save me so much elixir. Think about how much elixir I would have had to spend. I would have had to go Lightning plus Ram Rider to take the tower, so that's definitely a big mistake, and we're right back in the game now, so I'm happy about this situation, and I'm starting to feel like we have a pretty good chance of winning if I just play good. Now, 2-tower situation as well. I don't mind a 2-tower here with this deck. I'm just going to go Valkyrie at the bridge to hopefully keep my Furnace alive. Yes, indeed. Not Ram Rider, what's it called? Rune Giant comes down in the back on that other side, which is fine. I'm just going to go Electro Spirit like this too. He does go for the ability. That should still get a connection though, unless he plays Elite Barbarians on it, which he actually does go E-Barbs, and it still connects. So I'm going to go Lightning early on top of the Rune Giant plus the Elite Barbarians, and I believe Lightning plus Log kills E-Barbs, right? Yes, perfect. No, it doesn't. I don't know if it does. I couldn't tell. Actually, no, it can't. Surely it cannot, because it would have killed both of them if it would have killed them, if that makes sense. Wow, that was great English, Hunter. But I'm just going to go for my Valk. Actually, you know what? I'm glad I didn't Valk ability, because I probably would have gotten cooked. He has to go for a Fireball and a Zap though, so even though... What? Ram Rider connected? No way. He just got scammed. But even though he killed all that, we can get a free Furnace now. It's going to survive forever, basically. Let's go Log on top of this right here. He does go for the Rune Giant to back. I'm going to go for the Cannon like this right now and just see how things are going to go. I'm going to go for the Valkyrie on top of the Berserker. Wow, that thing is nasty. I'm just going to Lightning instantly because if I do not kill the Mother Witch, we are dead. Let's go for the Bats like this as well. Hopefully just stall out a bit here so he can't just take my tower. And honestly, I'm going to go Ram on defense to make sure that E-Barb doesn't connect. A bit of an over expenditure maybe, but it's okay because I have another Furnace for defense, and Furnace is doing so much in this deck. Is that going to connect? Dude, Ram Rider's now gotten 2 1 HP connections that have been super massive. Let's go for a Cannon in the middle and then once more set up a Valkyrie in the back. Now, having a Valk like this is so secure feeling because you can pop the ability at any point. It'll just kill everything instantly. So just going to go Electro Spirit up top like this, and then at 29 seconds remain, I'm going to go Log right here, pop my Valk ability early on. Beautiful Valk ability. I can go for another Valkyrie on top of the Mother Witch, and yeah, just like everything is perfect right now, honestly. And we are defending really, really well. So he goes for a Fireball. I can just go for my Bats plus my Ram Rider, and this is going to be, I think, game over. He's going to give up, and we are going to win. Enjoy the Butch clip, and have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.